Here.
What's up?
What's up?
Big Daddy enjoys life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I think we should be live. If connection is good, then we will keep here. Otherwise, I will go to inside. There's better connection.
What's up?
Big Daddy. Okay, so you guys can hear me? Yes.
Yes. Yep. Now I hear you. Before it was something, but now it's okay.
Okay. So if it's gonna do it again, just tell me. I will go inside so that I have better connection. So we have a better stream.
Okay. So maybe do it like already. Maybe do it now to not like lose the connection, you know.
Andiamo dentro che c'è connessione migliore. Okay. Che è un po' così. Okay, we will go inside.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, we are technically live, so people are already seeing us.
Okay, so first of all, Jerry, thank you so much, and really happy to see you again. And now it's a lot of things. It changed a lot of things because you actually know that you do something like which is not so many people was expected, and it was fantastic. Big congratulations, first of all, Jerry. You surprised a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of guys who was thinking that probably Gennady will take control over the match. I was honestly one of the guys who was thinking like that. So I put the Gennady in the slight favorite on the match, and you surprised me, surprised everybody. And the way how you did it, you know, the match was amazing, just amazing. It was definitely match of the night. Like I heard it already a lot of times. So one more time, congratulations. And the first question, how you feel it during the match? Because when it started, like first it was the pin of Gennady, and after that it was immediately in the second round, it was all yours. How you feel it?
Well, when that first match happened, I had a game plan going in. And I knew every match was going to be it was be an easy match. It would have been the first match because I figured I was going in as the unknown, where I knew he was well versed and he's a versatile guy. And let me tell you, Gennady is an absolute beast, right? I would put a ton of money against anyone going against Gennady. I mean, a ton. Other than Levan, I would put a lot of money up that says Gennady beats, you know, just about anyone. I was super impressed at his strength, his stamina, his drive, his everything. And I just knew that if I'm going into this match, I got to go in to win it. And I can't give up. And I had to make sure that I gave, you know, 100%. And so my first match, I was definitely shocked. And I took him that I knew what he was going to do. So it shouldn't have been that much of a shock. But his repetitive hits, his ability to keep hitting is what threw me for the curve. And I was shocked at how explosive he was. He was more explosive than I anticipated. So that's what I had to change for the second match. And most people can hit one time and then they have to breathe and then they have to go again. And it's not the same with him. He can hit. I don't know if he breathes, right? He might not be human, right? And so I was taken back after that first match, and I was super pissed at myself. And I said, all right, I got to change it up. I have to have stronger finger strength to prevent him from hitting too far over and try to drive more of my shoulder behind it. And which is what I changed up. And it proved to be effective, right? When I changed, because, well, you're sitting here talking to me because I won, not because I lost. So I'm happy with the outcome. And it was the war that I told everyone it was going to be. It's just, you know, when there's a war, I don't give up. And I'm in it until the ref says that I won. And, you know, it was a controversial match a little bit, but in the end, I'm super happy with the results.
Yeah, yeah. Congratulate you one more time. And actually, after the match, I goes to both of you, like to you and to Gennady, because first of all, it was the match of the night. It was amazing match. Even people who not like involved to arm wrestling, they feel the power. They feel the atmosphere. It was really something special, which we all love in arm wrestling. It was beautiful show. It was raw power. And a lot of guys talk about the difference in the rules and something, but first of all, it's about real power. And it was feel, it was in the air. The power was in the air, absolutely. And you know, next question, you now go with Hermes. Hermes will not say that I'm not a good guy if I say the truth, because I feel he sits near to me, and I saw in his eyes, just saw and read it, that damn, Jerry is the beast. Now I need to pull with him, with this beast. How it can be? I need to prepare well. It was something like that, and honestly, I agree with this. Absolutely, totally agree. And now your match with Hermes will be next event of East of the West. And how you expect that? It will be easier for you than with Gennady, or it will be harder, or it will be equal? What is your expectation? What do you expect from the match?
Well, I'm not going to take anyone lightly. And I mean, you know, you got we were hanging out a bit, and I'm always going to be confident as I was before Gennady. And but that's because you have to tell yourself you're going to win. The mind controls the body, and the body does what the mind tells it, right? So if I tell my body we're traveling 10 hours, we're winning, we're kicking some ass, and we're going home, and we're going to give 100%, and there's going to be nothing left. It's all going to be on that table. I'm going to come in with the same mindset, and the difference being is I actually like Hermes, right? And I mean, I like hanging out with him. He's like you know, he's fun to be around, and so I have to change my set a little bit when I get to the table, because I'm going to be like, hey, let's get a drink, right? Let's you know. But so I'm going to have to tell myself not to like him for about 20 minutes, and then make sure that we go. But then I'm going to buy him a beer after I beat him.
Yeah, it's absolutely how it works. Like the beast on the table, and like the friendly guy which like is cool to take a beer and they'll go somewhere like all the rest of time. It's something amazing about about the atmosphere during competitions, but what before and after is absolutely opposite. It's like big family, you know, and absolutely friendly. Sometimes guys are not friendly even like rest of time, but most of people really are like, they are like each other and support each other, even like they feel happy for the winner sometimes. What do you think about, for example, Gennady? Like you already pull with him, you know, like how strong he is, and if it will be some matches for Gennady in future. It, for example, we already saw the Michael match with Gennady, the Dave match with Gennady. Both of them like was very, very strong, very powerful, but Gennady won. And with you, Gennady lost, and like a lot of guys now like put you on the place number 2, because for the moment Vitaly is out, Silav is out, and like number 2 spot is actually yours. And I think that this was official competition. Officially, you are, so you are deserved. And how you feel about the stakes? For example, I saw that guys ask that probably maybe Dave, maybe Michael. You already like feel also that you are stronger than Dave and Michael, or it's always like competitive and the result of the match can be different? How do you think about that?
Hold on. If it's losing it, it's losing. Let me go to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I hear you.
Hello?
Your video is a bit shaking, but the rest is...
Yeah, then the voice is here.
Hear me now?
But... Oh yeah, now I hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Now we hear you and see you, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, right? It's a pretty sight, right? But the Your question, right? For the United States,
Yeah.
I think it's clear that the spot should be mine, right? And I went and did what they both tried to do and didn't do. And I think if we're basing this on a one single match, and it was who could win one time, then obviously Dave has to be in contention, right? But Dave's been someone that I don't know why, but his stamina seems to be going too quick, and because he's a beast the first two matches, and then he's dying out. So I loved his comment. And I actually, I'm a huge Dave fan. His comment says he's just going to have to switch to best of 3 matches from now on, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty funny. But I think that Michael is delusional, thinking that he would be better. The guy's 0-3, and anyone that's over 250 pounds in the last, year or two. So I don't force that. I think he's doing the right thing, and he's dropping down and going to go against Prudnik, at a 250 pound. So I'm going to be interested to watch that match, because Prudnik impressed me when he went against Todd Hutchins, and watching him go and the dominance that he did, I was jacked up. I was like, holy shit, that's a beast, right? And I don't know how the outcome's going to be for him and Michael Todd go, but it will be an interesting match.
If you need to put a money for somebody, for Prudnik or Michael, who will be your choice? Something with internet, probably.
Yeah.
Isa, do you hear me now or not?
Yeah, I hear you. I suppose you also can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I think his Jerry connection is a bit unstable. Maybe if it's better if he gets in the house.
Probably he is, actually. You just see the.
Is it my connection screen?
Oh. Yeah, you come back. Nice. Yeah.
Better. Oh my God. Okay, Jerry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Could be better.
I'm going in the house. Look at you guys got me confined now.
Now it should be better. Yeah. So I just repeat the question. If it will be the situation that you need the put of money, so your choice will be Prudnik or Michael. If you need to choose the side.
If I was to do that, right now I would have to go Prudnik. Based on how Michael pulled Todd Hutchins, and then based on how Prudnik pulled Todd Hutchins. So Prudnik was clearly here versus here, right? So I would go on Prudnik.
I see. And what about the match between Morozov and Dave? Did you also feel like surprised by the results of the match, or it was different? How your thoughts about that?
I thought Dave was going to win all 3 right in a row, and I then immediately, and I said right to the wife that on that second match, when it was challenging for him and it slowed down at the end, I said, oh my God, please tell me that doesn't gas him out. And she said, no, he won easy. No, you didn't see at the end when he slowed him down and Dave had to go that extra gear and pull to pin him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been, I don't know what it is, right? It's got to be he's not practicing long enough, right? And not going, because there's no question that for a single match, I'd put Dave against anyone, maybe not Levan, but I put Dave up there with anyone for one single match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For one match and one match only, I think it's going to be a battle, right, with him and whoever. But we got to work on Dave's stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, because like previously it was something maybe like not systematic once. Okay, once sometimes it happens with everyone. Yeah, but now it's 2 matches when like everybody already think that for Dave it will be better to improve something with stamina, and he will come back like he is, because he's very powerful. Just need to do some stamina, and he will come back with the best version of himself. And now it will be actually the matches already set in the King of the Table 5. It will be Dave versus Vitaly. It will be Schoolboy versus Khalid. And the third one, I don't know it was changed or not, but previously it was Lachlan versus Irakli. I don't know if they changed it or not, but if we need to concentrate on the first one, like Vitaly and Dave, previously, honestly, I was thinking that it can be very challengeable for Vitaly, and also because of power, because of control, and because of power, because also Dave can go, even somebody in the straps a little bit open his wrist, he can go. But now I remember that it will be 6 rounds. It will be not the 3, it will be 6. And now I a little bit even thinking that it will be worse for Dave because of 6 rounds, not only 3. What do you think about? What do you expect about this match?
Well, I 100% want Dave to win, right? And Dave is, a great guy, and I could never say anything bad about him. But I say that he definitely needs to change up his training. And I was trying super hard to get Dave to come to my house to train with me before. And he lives about a 7-hour drive from me. So I was going to put him up in my other house. I was going to, take care of whatever, and the offer still stands, Dave. If you want to come over, you can come on over. But I think he needs to train with people that are tougher, because I think one of his problems is he trains with people that are not challenging enough for him, or it's got to be something that he's doing, because he shows he has the power. It's just he's running out of gas. It's like me having my Corvette with an empty gas tank. It's super fast, but it can't go anywhere with no gas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to answer your question, I think if Dave, is this the match that's happening at the East versus West?
No, it will be next
the King of the table.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean at. I mean, is it before or after? When is it?
Is it before the East versus West 5?
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Man, I want Dave to win, right? And for me to vote against him or say I was going to bet against him, I'm not going to bet a lot of money then, right? Because I'll never bet against Dave, but I definitely will lower the amount I'm betting, right? And so Dave has to work on his stamina. I don't know, whatever Dave needs to do, he needs to do more of. And one of the things that I do differently is to get ready for super long matches is I lift heavy weight as many times as I can until failure. And I think that helps me with endurance, right? So he needs to start doing stuff like that. Or maybe he needs to just stay on the table like I do at practice for an hour and just let everyone keep pulling on your arm. And then until exhaustion, until you can't pull anymore.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I see. And now just imagine situation that you will win your next fight. Okay, you already did it. Already like a lot of new congratulations. And the next stop is Levan, because you probably already, like, we don't know sure, but already we put you there, like on the spot before the Levan, and next it should be him. You will add some power, add some weight, and become bigger, or you will work more on endurance, because a lot of arm wrestlers and experts already say that you are actually very dangerous for everybody, and also for Levan, because of your style, because you are only one and you are the world's best presser, and it's nothing have any sense to compare you with anybody else, because you do what you do the best in the world. And it's very challengeable for everyone. Like it's very challengeable for everyone to do something versus it before somebody try it. And I think it will be also something new for Levan. Of course, he's like huge, he's big, but if you become bigger and stronger, it will be even more challengeable for him. So what will be your plan for Levan? If it, for example, the situation that you already need to go versus him?
Well, the game plan I laid out was get through Gennady, right? And that was getting the rust off of the wheels, right? For me, because I hadn't had any competitions. I hadn't had any starts. So I was a little bit rusty, right? And so we had to clean that rust up, right? And quite the opponent to do it with, but we did it. And then next, obviously, I figured it was going to be, you know, Hermes, Vitali, or someone that was going to be next. And that's going to be to fine tune. But I'm going to come in bigger and stronger for Hermes, right? So let's say I know I came in strong against Gennady, right? There was no question. I mean, the numbers are there when I work out. But the amount of workouts I did, if people knew, right, they would not believe me, right? Because they were so low. But now I've got to up it to go against Hermes, and I'm going to up it, and I'm going to up my strength, my speed, and my size against Hermes. And I've got just over 3 months to do that. So the version of Jerry that you're going to see against Hermes will be much better, much bigger, much stronger, much faster. That's much more scary for Hermes, right? But but from there, that version of Jerry still will not be able to beat Levan, right? But I'm going to be able to compete. The version that's going to be put together to beat Levan, or at least compete with Levan, I've got to come in 350, 355, right? And come in stronger than I've ever been in a version of Jerry that I've never seen, right? And but I'm going to put that dedication in. I'm going to put that work in, because as the summer starts to slow down, I can devote more time. My work is real busy in the summer. And when it slows down is the fall and winter. So as it slows down, I can put that extra time and effort into becoming a beast, right? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on transforming me into an absolute beast that's going to be dominant and going to be able to do the things that I know what I need to do to go against them. I just need to come in prepared, and I need to get there. It doesn't happen by wishing. It doesn't happen by thinking about it. It happens by doing it, right? And you have to put the effort in. So the transformation will begin immediately. I'm still resting this week from my victory, and back to drinking. No, just kidding, right? But still celebrating the win. But come this weekend or Monday, it's full speed ahead. Game plan against Hermes, but that game plan is still going to incorporate me going to my game plan against Levan, right? So I think Levan is much slower on a hit, but 10 times stronger than most people, right? So in being that strong, I've got to be able to absorb that strength, right? And be able to take his hit and not let it bring me to the pad. So I have to be capable of absorbing probably 500-pound hit, because he's 400 pounds, plus he's got at least 100 pounds of strength coming with that 400 pounds. So I'm gonna have to practice, with 500 pounds, right? It's gonna be ridiculous, right? So I'm gonna up everything I do is gonna be pushed up.
Yeah. Okay, Isa, you probably have some question from the guys. If you have.
Oh yeah. I have so many things to say to Jerry. First of all, Jerry, congratulations on your win. As you know, as we spoke the day before the fight, I was a non-believer in you, but you proved me wrong. You proved a lot of people wrong. So my hat is off to you. Congratulations on your win. It was amazing. It was very dominant. And it's good to see you back. And I'm really looking forward to see you compete in the next few months also against my boy Hermes. Second of all, of course, we have to say thanks to Engen for what he did. It's amazing, the event he put together. It was unbelievable, all the matches. And the next East versus West 5, it is like absurd. like the matches set is like something unbelievable. So I just can't wait for that. It's amazing. So thank you so much, Engen, for that. Jerry, I want to start with a little bit of a quote unquote drama question, because if there's something I hate to see is when somebody wins, people often from your own country, like kind of, you know, talking bad or maybe like trying to lesser your wins. Of course, you won, it was an incredible match, and you had a bit of argument between you and Michael Todd, because he was saying you still didn't beat him, so it wouldn't make sense for you to be up in his ranking, but you beat all the guys that they beat him. So I don't know, you know, how does it feel to have your own, you know, countryman and fellow friend coming at you and saying all those things?
Well, I know Michael, and personally, we're good friends, right? And he, you know, eats, sleeps, and bleeds arm wrestling, right? So for him to publicly say anyone's better than him, or should be ranked higher than him, you just don't get that coming out of his mouth. Do I agree with anything that he wrote? No, right? Of course not, right? He has steadily, you know, gone down. I told him before, I think he overtrains. I think he trains to excess. And it's one of his downfalls, I think, right? But we've established that I beat Gennady. He couldn't even pin him, right? And so I think inside his heart, he knows that I am ranked higher. I am better right now, right? And he came to my house, right? And I've never talked about him coming to my house. And, you know, we are, right? And it's you there? Yeah, there it is. So him coming to my house and practicing, he knows, right? I know he knows. So whatever, I don't care. I'm not looking for his approval. I'm not looking for him to say that I'm better than him. I just know that he knows that I'm better, right? And I think he can hang a hat on whatever he wants to hang a hat on. He's counting matches. He's counting victories. He shouldn't have got the victory when at WAL, but I'm not going to live in the past. No matter what I do, I can't change what happened. All I know is the Jerry right now that's in front of you, he's not going to touch, right? And I'm not even going to give him the satisfaction of a match, right? Because I know that when I was taken out of the ranking systems and I asked for a match with him, right? I had signed 2 contracts to go with a match against with the WAL, and neither one went through because of COVID. So then I said, let's set up a match. Let's do it together, you and me. And he goes, oh no, you're not ranked anymore in that. You know, it wouldn't be advantageous for him to do. So he said, I think you need to pull Corey first, right? And so he wanted me to go against his protege before I could go against him. He goes, then we'll consider a match. He says that match needs to be a huge payday for me to do it. And he was saying that. Here I am doing shit for next to nothing, right? Just because I want to prove to people, but I also have a great job, right? So I look at it and I'm like, whatever, you have your own choice, you have your own thing. But now don't come back and say that, oh, now you want to match against me because I'm better than you and I'm ranked above you and whatever, you know? So I call it the karma effect, right? So karma comes back and, you know, he dropped down and I don't even know if he's in the top 10 now, right? So he now wants the match because here I am, number 2, number 3, number whatever, right? But and getting the number 1 spot in the North America, and then it bothers him, right? So, well, it bothered me when he wouldn't give me the match. So payback's a bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there is no question that you are the first in America right now. There is like, you have to be an idiot to don't think that you are first in America. Like there is nobody, like literally nobody. And I know Michael is like now 13th in the world outside of the ranking, and in Engen ranking is 9th because he doesn't count Russians. So again, you know, it's sad. It's sad to see that because, you know, when somebody wins this, and especially in that way, like such a big win, I think all your countrymen should be really proud of you and push your victory and so on. But it's okay. It was a drama question. Just wanted to make it clear. So we have a super chat from the HF Razor who's asking. It's about rules and style. So Jerry, is it true that you push your opponents from the pad, actually off the pad? I think Gennady didn't complain, but people say so.
No, listen, people got to understand my move. I don't know how many people truly know my move, right? Everyone says, oh, he's just a presser, he's dead wrist presser, this, that. I'd much rather go in a hook and press and do a shoulder roll with my wrist in a hook. Look at match number 3 with Gennady when he made a mistake and thought that he'd go and play that, right? It's like, don't play in the sandbox. He went in the sandbox. But with me being strongest in my move, when I go down, I want to stay close to my shoulder. For me to go across and open up, I get weaker, right? So that's why the opponent that I'm going against pulls back to separate my arm from my shoulder. I expect that, right? So there was one match when his elbow kept coming off the back of the pad, and I was pissed that they didn't call it. So then I turned my wrist this way and I pushed him off the back of the pad. I'm not going to lie. There was one match that I did do that, but I was pissed that they wouldn't call his elbow going off the back of the pad. And so only one time in that whole thing did I do it on purpose. The other times he's on the back of the pad, and I get where their theory was that they weren't going to call a foul. And I know, right, I've watched this match probably 5,000 times. It says it is 100,000, right, views. I think 5,000 of them are probably from me, right? But I know my elbow would teeter on the front, but his elbow came off the back, by a substantial amount. And I'd be fine with it. I don't care, but I do believe the refs should have said, hey, get your elbow back on the pad. I get the intent, and I'm fine with it, right? That if it came off, they didn't want it to end on a foul. I certainly didn't want to lose on a foul. I know what it was like when I got fucking jammed up with Michael on a foul. And that was a bullshit one I took on purpose, and they screwed me over. So I don't want to lose on fouls, and I don't want to win on fouls either. I want to win by pinning my opponent and being stronger than my opponent. So I just believe that they should have said, hey, your elbow is fucking 2 inches off the back of the pad, put it back on. And I would have been fine with it, And if they'd said, Jerry, your elbow's coming off the front, I would have pulled it back on. So, but if you seriously look at it, my elbow never touches the table. If you look, his elbow touches the table, but I don't care. I wanted to beat the best version of Gennady. I wanted to win by pin. I said before, it's a pin it to win it, right? It's not fucking fouls. I don't care about fouls. So, at the time I was a little bit heated, but I just wanted them to tell him to put it back on the table, not continue to look at it like you're just sitting there looking and say, wow, yeah, do I got a tape measure? That looks like, is that 1 inch or 2, right? Or you guys go on the centimeters? Is that 3 or 4 centimeters? Hold on. Has anyone got a tape measure, right? I mean, let's not stare at it, right? Acknowledge that you can fucking see it, and then just tell them to push it back, right? And I'm okay. Keep going. Don't foul. Let us go. Let the man, let the winner be the man that pins the other opponent. I'm okay, right? So no regrets, no anything. I just want to know if that's the intent when we go against Hermes, because I know it's your boy. I know that you secretly got him to win probably 99%. Me won. But it's okay, right? I'm fine with that too. I'd rather be the underdog, because every time I'm the underdog, I always win. So I know that Hermes is going to be running as well, running to the back of the pad and going, right? I mean, if he's a real man, he'll go inside with me. So, I think that he should, say, let's start in the hook, right? But I don't think that's going to happen.
How about you both start in a top roll?
Start in the top roll? Yeah.
Why not?
I'll tell you what. I'll start in the top roll match 4, right? We'll do the first 3 in a hook and the last 3 in top roll. But now, listen, I know Hermes is going to go to the back of the pad, so I just want to know ahead of time, is it going to be the same mentality, or are we going to say, hey, elbows off, put it back on? I don't want Hermes to lose on fouls. I don't want Hermes to win on fouls, right? I want the strongest man to win by pinning, right? And so, yeah, you heard what I said, strongest, and I know I'm stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, rule was like a bit of controversy, a lot of online memes going back and forth between you and Gennady, but I saw it also many times. And I have to say, the amount of errors that the referee did on both sides and amount of falls that you guys did on both sides kind of evens out. Like it was like as fucked up as it was, like it was kind of equal. So I think it was like perfect. In the end, I think it was like kind of perfect. But of course, some falls were on Gennady weren't called, some falls on you weren't called. So I think, okay. But at the end, the strongest man won. We have another super chat from the HF Razor. He's saying, Jerry, don't let Hermes get a win on fouls. So
No, that like I said, I don't want anyone to win on fouls. I don't want anyone to lose on fouls. And I agree with them. You know, that's why I want to make sure we establish that what's going to be the mentality going forward with the refs. You know, just is it going to be just give a warning and tell them to put it back? And I'm fine with that, right? Because inadvertently, my style and a top roller's style, it's like mixing oil and water. They're never going to mix at all, right? No matter how you want to mix it. So one of them has to prevail.
Yes. So it's very nice to see that in the chat we have the legendary Cobra Rhodes, which I don't know, Alex, if you know, but he's coming to the next East versus West 5.
I know.
And he's competing as well. So it's gonna be awesome to meet him in real life. And also Chen Shaw is in the live, and he's saying much better things. He's saying Gennady will be a harder match than Hermes. So he has you as a favorite. And guys, I want to make a thing to clear. Jerry and Chance are actually best buddies. I have proof right here. So this is a photo of them after the match. These are the two Americans who won on that night. So
actually, yes. The two of them will take the winning spot for the America. Yeah.
Chance is it's a good kid. I love that guy. Also Jerry is a very nice guy. Actually, I love the energy, the spirit. Like also after the match, he won. He was in the lobby. He was a bit drunk, let's admit it, but he was so fun.
A bit. I hadn't drank for 2 weeks, right? And we went to the bar and it was closed, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I haven't drank in 2 weeks, and trying to stay clean going into the meet, and we coerced and bribed the bartender to make drinks. He makes this little ass drink. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Make it big, right? He goes, if I make it bigger, it's going to be more money. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not poor, right? I says, I can afford more, right? I said, I don't want a sample. I want a full drink. They make a full one. And he makes a full one. And then Paul says to him, hey, keep them coming. And the bartender's like, okay. So I chugged the first one because I'm thirsty. You saw me, I was covered in sweat. And then I go to put it down and there's another big one sitting right there. And I was like, oh shit, good. So then I started drinking that one. After I did 6 of these double white Russians, I was drinking white Russians with tons of vodka, tons of cream, Bailey's. And so it started to kick in. And I know because I saw some of the shit I was saying on video, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an asshole, right? And then I'm like, Saunders, right? My wife was like, oh my God, he reminds me of my ex-boyfriend. I was like, what the fuck did you say? Right? So I'm like, hey, come here for a second, right? I'm like, get on the table, right? So we're going, and I'm like, all right, I'm winning. And then all of a sudden he hits on me. And I don't hit him. He hits on me, and then I'm like, oh fuck, right? He's strong, right? So I let him get into a position, and I thought I could still bring him back, and no, I was wrong, right? So, you know, when you're drunk, you make the dumbest decisions, right? And then Gennady comes over to me and says, "How do you say Hermes?" Right? And I'm like, Hermes, right? And then it was like Hermes. I was like, what the fuck? I watched it the next day, and I was like, oh damn, right?
Hey, Jerry. I have news for you. I actually have the whole video from the moment you stepped in the lobby till the end when you left. So I'm gonna publish it next week in big pieces, and it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah,
it was so good.
I had fun though. So I'm not taking any.
It was really fun. I gotta give you that you're a fucking cool guy, man. Like you're really nice to be around. And I remember you pulled with everybody was on the table. He pulled with me, with the guys. It was awesome. It was awesome.
And
very
actually, you know what? I want to add that I'm angry on him because I asked call me when you find the guys, and he don't call me. I was waiting for him, and he don't call me. Bad man.
Oh, you wanted some too, Alex?
I want to like go to with everybody, and like I think that probably you guys go to sleep. But I ask him, if you find everyone, just call me, and I will go like with everybody. And he goes and forget to call me.
His phone was busy recording.
That is true. That is true.
Excuses.
Okay, next time in November. How about in November we have another party together?
Absolutely.
So we have another super chat from Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News, who you got interviewed by a few months ago. I remember, Jerry. And this is a funny thing. He said, once I did an interview with Jerry, and since then I seriously couldn't stop saying right every time. Be careful, guys.
Yeah, that's my how I do it at work a lot. And like I'm looking for people to acknowledge. I was like, you understand, right? Right? And then so if you say it a million times at work, it goes into my vocabulary. And then I apologize if it annoys people, but it's in my work vocabulary, which I take home with me.
No, it's absolutely fine. And also I love your accent, because it's not like the typical American one. It's like more from the New York kind of side. And it's like, I love that thing. It's like remind me of a little bit of an Italian accent. So, man, you have Hermes in November. This is gonna be a very heated one. I know. So just what heads up, the whole Italian team is coming over. Like we have half Italy coming over to cheer our boy up. It's gonna be amazing. I have to say now, like, I'm not gonna say I'm concerned, but I'm say, hey, it's gonna be a tough match. Like if Hermes can get through you, it's gonna be a good achievement. If you're gonna beat Hermes, you're gonna deserve it, because you show that you are there with the top guys. And as I said, as also Alex said, sorry, that if you beat Hermes, you are indeed going against Levan, which is true.
Actually, it's absolutely clear. It's absolutely clear that after, like, not only the match, because it's not only the match between you and Hermes. It's like after this match, it will be something even bigger. So you're already on the road. You're already on the way. You know that it's like a big reason to be the best version of yourself, also for Hermes, also for Jerry, because it's it's something very special when you have the match between the number one, yeah. And even to deserve it, it's already like something very, very big. And actually now, like I think and believe that now arm wrestling is growing up. That we have East of the West, beautiful organization, everything perfect. Thanks to Angin, we have Kings of the Table, the huge entertainment. Larry, Don Edis, and all the team make something very cool. I hear something from the guys that WAL are coming back, that also something will be there. And like Europeans, world champion, European champions, we have like IFA, and probably maybe PAL also will come back in the future, we don't know. But definitely arm wrestling is going up now. So it's not the same when you, for example, Jerry will be pulled with Levan, and 10 years ago, only like, I don't know, maybe a couple of thousands of arm wrestlers will watch it and will know it. Now it's a really, really big number of viewers, big number of guys from other sports who also like watching it and searching the results. And I'm happy to say that now arm wrestling is great again. It's great again, because when we always speak about arm wrestling great, it was when John was won his over the top tournament in something in the past, but now it's coming back. And Jerry, I want to ask you, because you already been the best where you are now, and previously you already like pull with the strongest guy. So it will be not the first time when you pull with the guy who actually number one ranked in the world, and you are wrestle like too many years. What is your dream? What is your dream in arm wrestling? What is your goal and what is your dream, if it's different?
Well, like you had mentioned, right? I did it all before, and I wanted to set a goal, which I set personally, right? That I wanted to be the clear number one. again, right? Because I know I'm at this side of the timetable where you guys are like on this side, right? And which to me makes it super exciting, because to see the talent that's coming in, that's in their 20s and 30s, right, is awesome to me, because it's almost like I want to leave, or not so much leave sounds so hard, right? But I want to end my term, right, being number one, so that when you hand the baton off, that bar has been raised, right? And I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it one more time. And I'm anxious to put in the effort to say, listen, leave no doubt. And I want to do it not for everyone else, but for me. And I also want to prove to everyone else, because there's always enough doubters. I mean, everyone doubted me with Gennady. I think it was like 70-30. And 30%, I didn't know that my immediately family, could put that many votes in. But I think that it means a lot to me to prove everyone wrong, right? It's because everyone kind of limits your abilities, and they say, okay, he can only be this good, right? There's no way he can be this good. There's no way he can beat Gennady. There's no way he can beat Hermes. There's no way he can beat Levan. So you're going against all the odds, right? And to me, that's motivation, right? So once you do it, it's that gratification of doing it. Like I was like a little kid in a candy store after I beat him, right? After I got my breath back, right? But to me, looking in the crowd, and I'm sure you see the video, right? I was fucking pumped up. I looked in the crowd, and I looked at your face, and I looked at Hermes' face, and you guys were like, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, right now. And I was like, yep, you doubted me, and I proved you wrong, right? Because to me, that's like fuel. That's like the energy. That's what you want. You want people to it's like the villain, and you go in and you just defeat the hero, right? But so to me, it's a sport that I love, right? And I love this sport. I love the camaraderie. I love the friendship. I love it all. But nothing can replace that feeling of when you did stuff that no one thought you could do, right? Yeah. That to me is everything.
Actually, I absolutely agree with you. And I have the matches. I remember 2 matches when like most of people put against me. It was with Rustam and actually with Hermes. If Isa remember, like with Hermes, 90% put on Hermes and only 10% put on me. And actually, he's even lost the money. He put the money. Tell how much. Tell to Jerry.
Okay, so I basically bet $1,000 on Hermes against Alex, and on top 8. Remember that? So everybody knows how that went out. So yeah, I lost 1K.
Yeah, and actually for me, it's like the same. I understand you, Jerry, absolutely. Because for me, it even motivates me better. Sometimes if somebody before says me, oh, it's a usual match for you, I can even lose because I don't feel the fire inside. It's like not challengeable. Oh, it's like a usual day. But if you know, like you say, that you can do something to prove yourself and everybody, always becomes something special. So I know and totally agree with you, because of course we have a lot of matches, a lot of special days, but some of these special days, like we remember all our life. And I think that match like with Gennady will be some of these kind of days, like special days.
Yeah, absolutely. And where is the shield, Jerry? Where did you put it on?
Oh, it's up in my room. I put it on my I put it on my bureau in
very special place.
Yeah. It was funny because my kids were walking around with it and stuff, and I was laughing, and I'm like, okay. But so funny story, right? When we got back to the room, the wife was holding the shield, walking around like she was the champion. I was like, oh, cool. She goes, I go and take a shower because I stunk, right? And from all the fucking arm wrestling and drinking and whatnot. So I get out. She hands me the shield. She's like, hold the shield. She fucking takes a candid shot. All I'm holding is the shield. Like I'm trying to put it over my junk, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, are you nuts? She goes, this a true champion, right? And I'm like, this, you fucking better delete that, right? But it's funny. Funny shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't visualize. That's funny.
I promise I'm not gonna.
But yeah, it was funny. The Shield's a good
Yeah.
story.
I have a question about number 2 spot in the North America. Because number 1, I know that somebody not agree, but like I said, I taken the officials. Officials is Jerry. And if somebody like don't agree, just try to deserve the right to pull with Jerry and just try to beat him. But number 2, it's between Dave, between maybe Michael, and between maybe Devon. You know, okay, if we take like all the guys. So what is your opinion, Jerry? How do you put the guys between each other?
Okay, if I was to rank them, I think if Devin comes in heavy, right? And we know Devin's recovering from an injury and he's light right now, so he's not there, right? But if Devin was to come in heavy and put the weight back on and the strength in, it's got to be Devin is right there, right? And then after that, I would put if we did a best of 3, I'm going Dave, right? But if Michael uses the King's move to tire Dave out, then it's going to be a war. But can Dave be strong enough to get right through him? Dave has the most raw talent, I think, right? I mean, he's that strong. He's that good. He's got the hand. He's there, right? He just, for some reason, is having trouble clicking them together. And, he shows up as a superstar for first match and then second match. And, but I would, just my personal opinion, if Devin's heavy, right? I'm going Devin, then I'm doing Dave, then Mike.
I see.
So we have another questions. It's from Samuele. He's Italian and he's a fan of yours, so it should tell you something.
Yeah.
So he's asking, how and why did you lose against Devon in WAL when you went on and defeat those big names afterwards?
Well, my match with Devon at the WAL, I went in big, but I didn't train. And when I did go against him, if you'll notice, the right side of the table, Bart's right, won every single match, right? Because Bart wasn't controlling the right shoulder. He controlled the shoulders that were right next to him. So everyone that started with their left shoulder to the head ref, and in WAL, they have down refs, but they're down low. They're not up near the table because the camera angles are right there. So he was able to start carved in, just like I would have been able to start carved in when I started on that side. We flipped a coin, and I didn't realize how pivotal. I didn't care what side I started on before the match, but it was the side that won, right? The right side won the tournament. And it was totally because if you watch, that person starts carved in each time. And I know I did too, right? So it'd be unfair to say I didn't, right? But I did. Each time you were able to get away with, if you're not trying to get an advantage, you're not trying to win, right? So each time, and then he would carve in, and then whoever got in there first was kind of the person that won. Although I was shocked when I got a hit when I was on the left side and I brought him down. And then when I went for the pin, I got moved open a little bit, and then he ended up coming back. And I was fucking so pissed at myself because in my mind, I said, no, I pinned him, right? Because I thought I brought him down far enough to pin. And instead of staying in the match, I was looking at Frank, the down ref, and I was like, what the fuck? Could you not see it at a lower angle? I was like, I did it. And all while I'm doing that, Devin's creeping back up, right? So I should have went for another surge and just did it, but whatever. It's okay. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. He got it that day. But if we win again, I know I'd win.
That's in the past. We're living today. And our best wishes to Bart Wood, the greatest referee of all time. We have another question.
You say truth now? Okay. I will make a citat for this. Okay.
Can you say that with a straight face?
Our wishes to... No, he can't do that. Bart Wood is, oh my God. But we love him. So we have...
I know the term is law because I never have the pleasure to pull with somebody and with judge like Bart Wood, but I hear a lot of things from the Italians, actually, from Hermes about Bart Wood. And
How about like almost everybody I know hates Bart Wood except Dave Chafee, who's like literally his brother, like some shit like that. I don't know. They're like so close to each other. So I don't might tell you something. The funniest thing was, I think it was last week or maybe this weekend. Bart went on a competition and Devon was the referee in his match.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
something that happened. It was so funny. Okay, we have another super chat from Ricky. Jerry, who was the best, strongest, or fastest North American top roller who you ever faced in your long career?
Travis.
Oh my God, Travis, yeah.
He was super fast, he was super strong, and he was super good. Me and Travis probably competed 10 times against each other, and I won 9 of them. But he did get me one time, and conveniently, it's the last fucking time we pulled, and he won't pull again, right? Because he doesn't want to screw up his last win, right? But I love Travis, but he again he shocked me with the last time we went, but he was definitely super fast. Travis had starts down to a science. When you were lined up, most people are looking at the hand, getting ready for go, or looking at the other opponent. If you watch Travis, he's looking at the ref's lips, right? Mm-hmm. So watching the ref's lips, and as soon as the ref starts to the lip quivers to say go, he's already going. So I'm like, it's obviously super fucking smart, right? But so you got to be able to catch him, right? Not a lot of people can catch Travis. When Travis is in shape and he's on his game, you know, he's a real force.
Yeah.
And did he start from relaxed hand or like with like already little bit squeezed?
He matches whatever the person is doing against him, right? So if they give a relaxed hand, he's relaxed, but he's not trying to put a lot of force in. He's just got like a medium grip, and then on go, he's like instant, like a firecracker, bam. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? Because and then I'm over here, and I'm like, oh damn it, I gotta get behind it, and I bring it back. But
yeah,
I'll take a 90% win record against them any day of the week.
Jerry, just to know, because I know you're enjoying your free time with your family, how much of your time you still have? Because we don't want to keep you too long if you have to go in your family.
I'm good. I like you guys. If I didn't like you, I'd say I gotta go.
Look at you. It's Jerry, such a nice guy. So how is Paul doing? I was so excited when he was in your corner and you won. Oh my, he jumped about his height. It was crazy. Paul was so happy with you. And when he came in the lobby, he was drunk as well. Oh, that was so fun. I love you guys.
I already saw the video. Like I understand it was feeling the guys a little bit like already drunk. But Paul goes to Hermes, and somebody named the video like Hermes afraid of Paul and go out. Like Paul goes to Hermes to say, yeah, you watched it or not?
Yeah, I saw it.
But it was just funny.
But it looks funny. It was just fun.
Yeah, because he's like Italian origins.
Like Hermes thought Paul had COVID and he went right the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have a couple of interesting questions because a lot of guys who are really want to know about power, and sometimes they ask about numbers. And we speak with Paul, remember the day before your match, about your results in bench press. So I have a question, which I already probably asked, but again, because of guys are really interested. First question, your best squat, and second, how many reps you did 100 kilos? Isa will help me convert in the pounds.
Yeah. All right. So you're saying squat or bench?
Bench.
Okay, because I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 225 pounds. 220 to be exact.
Yeah.
How many reps did you do?
65, right? And
so fucking amazing. It's really amazing. Yeah.
So
I don't hear this number from no one, because actually when I was playing football, we like a lot of times ask each other, because there it's like something which counts in the field. In our wrestling, a little bit guys more ask about biceps car or something else, but this number I really long time don't hear from anyone. So I don't hear from anyone in arm wrestling. And okay, what is your best bench, like heaviest bench 1 reps?
I don't try to do anything one time, right? I do the similar workout because most of the time I work out alone or with my 3-year-old. Sometimes my older son works out with me, but he's playing football and has to go train with the team and has to do all that shit. So having no one there to spot you makes it more difficult. So I do, like I said, 225, I'll do for 60, 65 times. Then I'll do 315 for 35. And then I do 405 for 12 to 15. And then I'll go back and finish with 225, which feels super light, for 30. So to me, it's just about endurance and strength. Yeah. I did, a friend of mine was maxing out, and he ended up, he wanted me to spot him while he was maxing out, because I lift in my house, right? So I don't lift at a gym. And I don't know why, right? I should go to a gym and lift because I probably get stronger and more motivated, but I'm always in a rush to get from work to home. Then I work out here and it eliminates the downtime. And my gym's always open, right? 24 hours a day. My buddy was trying to max out, and he was stopping. He did 5 plates, which is what, 495, right? And so 495. So he did 495, and then I put 225s on, and I hadn't lifted at all. Like, I was just spotting them, right? And I put 225s on just to be a dick, right? And so what's that, 545? And I said this, I'm gonna start here, right? And just bucking with him. Like, I didn't plan on really doing it. I was gonna just take it off the rack, and I was gonna act like I was gonna do it. And he's just like kind of pissing on his accomplishment. And he goes, "Are you fucking serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." I go like this. Why, is that a lot? Right? And he goes, "This, come on." Right? And I'm like, yeah. Let me just give it a whirl. So I take it off the rack, and all I was gonna do is rack it and just say I was just kidding. But I took it off the rack, and I started like getting that adrenaline, and I was like, I think I can do it, right? Without warming up or anything. I brought it off, and I not only did it once, I did it twice. Right. And then I racked it. I tell you, I had like an instant excitement. I was like, wow, geez, I think that's pretty fucking good, because I don't usually go that heavy, never alone. And he's like, I hate you. Right. He says, I hate me too.
Oh, yeah. But you motivate actually him. It's sometimes when you go with somebody, with your body, and your body like kick your ass a little bit and make some funny things, it motivates you. After this, you also want to do the same to your body. And
I was more pissed to get it on video. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Alex,
do you ever try the things like for the grip power, like Captain of Crash or something like? And which number was the biggest you closed?
4.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I'm really surprised, really.
Captain of Crash?
Yeah.
No way. You closed a 4?
4, yeah.
We need a video of that, Jerry.
Unexpected. Unexpected. You see your face? It's like Hermes after Jerry beat Gennady. Your face now like that.
Listen, I know people think I have a weak wrist or a weak hand or whatnot, but we haven't gone against each other. We can talk about this after we go against each other, and you'll just be like, nope, I did not fucking realize that Jerry was that strong. Right?
Oh. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're looking on your face, Petro. Your face is so funny now.
Unbelievable.
I just surprised. Yeah, for me it's wow, because not so many guys like I ask, and some guys close number 3, some guys close 3.5. But it's also it's already. I repeated twice during this interview. It's never I hear from somebody again like. Vitaly, no, I know his result. Levan actually also no, and nobody else, no, nobody. So
Only
you are the
four or
first.
five
Yeah.
people in history. 4 or 5 people in history have done that thing. So if man,
Even
Jerry,
not official, because even not official, just to show the power, like not the guys.
It's my buddy has it on video. I'll try to get it and send it over.
man,
Super,
please do,
super.
please do that. That's gonna be fucking
Yeah, it will be
amazing.
something special.
Mhm.
And okay,
By the
and
way,
last question about, I know you want to ask. I know, I will tell you the, I will give you the word. Last things about biceps curl. Also, for example, maybe not rep, but for 10 reps, like heavy curls. What is your like heaviest result?
My heaviest dumbbell that I have is 120, right? So, and that's pounds, not kilos, right? So
Yeah.
with the 120, I'll do it for until I'm tired, and then I can do it on the arm wrestling table and hold it straight, and then I can do it this way, down and up, right? Without using my back, rocking it back, just literally down, up, down, up, down, up for sets. And then I do it on the pin pad too, down, up, down, up, down, up for a bunch of sets. So just until I get tired. So I know 30, 40 times. And it's, again, for me, it's endurance, not just one-time strength.
Yeah, actually impressed even by this. 120, it's like 60 kilos, or how much it's special?
Yeah, I think 55.
Yeah, it's 55,
Okay.
57.
Yeah, so it's a very amazing result, because just to do it like too much, and yeah, not everyone in the regular gym can do it for one reps, but if you just lift it like before you wait.
And it's doing it strict. It's no cheating, not like leaning forward, then using it as a back workout where you keep your arm locked and you're doing it this way. It's letting your arm open, doing it, and then curling it back up like this.
Yeah.
I know I did it on a video and put it out there too.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your
Also,
body weight now? How much your weight?
Like 322, 323.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, Isa,
that's
I
a
know
lot.
you want to ask something. I give you a word for it.
No, I just want to clarify some things, because if you don't know, for the European guys who don't know the conversion in pounds, so Jerry did from cold 250 kilo bench. Like he just lay down and like one rep for no warm up. So like for European guys who don't know what's
2 reps.
2 reps. Okay, so 545 in kilos is 250 kilos. And also with the 65 reps, I think you should try the NFL challenge. Maybe you can basically destroy it.
Actually, yes. Yeah.
I looked it up, and I know I can break their record. So yeah,
Just
whatever.
do it.
Not gonna get me.
So much,
I think you will be the strongest arm wrestler in history who like can do 65 reps, because honestly, I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll get video and send it to you.
Yeah. So we need a lot of videos. We need video you closing the captain of Crush. We need your video, everything.
Yeah.
Jerry.
I'll send them over. I think it's cool when you got them and you send them out there. So it's pretty
because
cool.
a lot of guys want to watch it. It will be something special.
Absolutely, yes. Because like now, like you're gaining a lot of fans from Europe, which is something special for Americans, because usually the only American who gets love from Europeans are Dave Shafee and John Berzin. That's it. So you are getting it as well. So it's a good thing, and you should try to build it up. I want to ask you something about non-arm wrestling car related, because you're also a car owner shop. What's your favorite car?
Well, if you say my favorite car, you got to be a little more specific. My favorite
I know. So let's see. Daily driver, supercar which you just had fun, and like one super exotic car that's like special.
Okay, so I've owned every car you can imagine, right? And I could send you a picture of all my cars, and you'd probably be amazed, right? But I had the Mercedes CL63 AMG. I've got the Audi S8, the Mercedes S63. So those are great daily drivers. In the Audi S8, to me, it's all-wheel drive, 605 horsepower, 0 to 60, 3.2 seconds. I love that car. Absolutely love that car. I like the Audi RS7 Performance. That one right there is It's a sick car too, same horsepower, same speed, but the S8 is a little bit more room. But now I've got the BMW M760, and it's not, to me, I think I should have stuck with the S8, because the M760, it's fucking nice. Don't get me wrong. It's roomy, it's nice, it's a good car, but I feel like it's just the electronics are super nice in comparative to the S8, but the drive is the S8. I had it all day, and I regret. That's the only one that I really regret ever getting rid of. But then when you go with a supercar, I had the GTR. You know, I got the Corvette ZR1, right? And the ZR1's right beside me right now. The hold on, you see it right there?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that thing. Jesus.
So the ZR1 it's a fucking machine, right? 715 horsepower, 700 torque. It's 0 to 60 in like 2.8 seconds, but then send it out to get tuned to try to get over 800 horsepower, and then just getting it down to 2.5 0 to 60. But you know, you say that's ridiculous, and it's awesome, and I love it, which is true. But the Tesla Plaid came out, right? And it takes away from that American muscle, but because who the fuck is going to go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds with no noise? No noise.
Yeah.
It's just like instant acceleration, right? So
high tech, yes. Yeah.
So I got in the car, and then when I went to the car, you're looking around, and you're like,
You good, Jerry?
Yeah. Sorry. So when I got to the car, it looks like a souped up Camry on the outside. I don't want a fucking Toyota Camry, right? So I'm like, oh man, because I had myself mentally, I was like, I'm buying this car. I'm gonna buy this car because I want 1.90 to 60, because I was like a speed whore, right? I wanted the fastest car, the fastest car, the fastest car. But inside, the Plaid is super crazy. It's wicked nice because it's all electronics, and the steering wheel is like a race car steering wheel. So I like it, but I also like I like my ZR1 better. And maybe when the new body ZR1 comes out, I get rid of my ZR1 and I get that. But I would never get rid of this one to get the new Corvette. And then to answer your question on a supercar, right, for an all-time, you're not going to drive it much, is to me, I've driven all the exotics, but the Bugatti is fucking sick. Absolutely sick, right?
A Bugatti? Come on.
Yeah, I don't have one. I don't have a Bugatti, but
Yeah.
I drove one, and it's absolutely insane. But I would never spend $2 million to get a car. You know, that's stupid.
Maybe.
I spent a fucking 150 grand to get the ZR1, right? And I'm like, people thought I was stupid for that, for a car that you're going to drive maybe 25 times in the summer, right? But whatever, to each his own.
Yeah. People in the chat are saying it is clear that is your job, because when you start speaking about the cars, your eye lights up. And you start but also the question is, okay, so your car does 0 to 60 in 2.8 whatever. Can it do that with you inside as well?
Yeah. The problem is getting in and getting out. As you see, the top's down in it, right? So if it rains, I'm fucked, because I have to duck my head to drive like this. I can only drive it with the top down. So luckily, you can put the top down and up with the remote control, right? Because otherwise, I'd have to get in the car to put it down, and I would get like, Alex, you would never fit in it. But and when you're in it, it feels like you're sitting on the ground, right? So it's awesome to drive, but getting out, it's like a workout. You gotta pushing down to get out. You're using upper body strength. So I think that helps me be a better arm wrestler, right? Because I got to keep lifting myself up and go.
Yeah.
Wait, JJ, are you Italian by any? No, wait, you were Irish.
You need to ask any Italians in your blood, something like this. You need to ask.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because people were asking in the chat, and now I remembered that we spoke about it. Okay, guys. I think it's time to wrap this up because I'm in my friend's house and they are, they have to do stuff. So I think it's best if we wrap up. So Jay, before Alex closes the video, I really want to thank you for being so nice. I'm so happy to have met you. You are a fucking cool dude. I love you. I wish you the best, but not against Hermes because of my friend. But I really like you, man. Like you. Hey.
Do you want a chance to get that $1,000 bet back?
No.
Oh, yeah. And okay. I want to say thank you so much, Jerry, to be here. It was really a pleasure to watch your match. I know that Vecho will be support Hermes in this match. I will support the good show because for arm wrestling, these matches with Jerry and Gennady, maybe it will be the same with Jerry and Hermes. It's given more because it takes more guys inside and you already enjoyed the show. And I feel that it will be something exciting. I feel it. I don't want to. I know that guys want like to win, but I don't want to win like one side. I don't want to see one-sided match. I want to see something like cool. Of course, I wish the best to both of you, but I want to see like something special, like it was with Gennady. I don't care who will win, yeah, because let's like Jerry says, the strongest will win, not like in the some elbow fouls or something, just strongest guy should win, and that's it. And this I wish to both of you to be the best version of yourself because it's actually what it's about. The real confidence became with you when you already know that you work in the gym and do your best and you go to the like arena with best version of yourself. And thanks also to all guys who watching us and make the questions. And guys, thanks to you. Actually, I'm wrestling now is growing. It's true. It's growing now, and we hope it will be even better in the future. And stay with us. Stay excited because something very special goes in the future this year.
Wait, guys. We have something.
Okay.
Hermes wants to join the chat. Can we invite him?
Invite him in.
Okay, let's wait a second. This is getting so good. Oh my god.
Because because it's between the guys, so it's absolutely logical. We have like time for them. It's their party actually. It will be their day.
It's a pity to end. It's a pity to end it because now that like a lot of people are joining in, but we really have to go in a little bit.
And it's between Jerry and Hermes. So if both of them it will be very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, may the strongest win. That is true.
They don't want us to rest, no, and they don't want us to go, and they want to keep it.
Okay, like I really like Jerry. If he wins, fuck it. But I'm on a route for Hermes. But okay, I think he's gonna join very soon.
For me, I really true with this. I want just it will be very cool show. Oh,
oh, it's a shirtless party.
Para l'italiano.
Gira telecamera.
I know you love us. Yes, say you love Jerry. Yeah.
Look.
Oh come on! Stop it! This shit. Don't even try. Jerry, do the same. Do the same to show this boy who is the big guy. Okay. I have a question for you. Do you want with Jerry?
Hermes, what you want to say? What you want to say, Hermes? Why you in live?
Because I want to tell Jerry he have a 3 months for recovery very well, and after this I broke everything. You understand?
You better make sure you subscribe to my channel.
Listen, my friend. Your wrist, elbow, shoulder will be crushed. You understand?
My what? My wrist and shoulder will crush you?
Yeah, he said that he will crush your wrist.
Alex, did he say that my wrist and shoulder will crush him?
Everything.
Hermes, you should not be on the chat. You should be at the gym. You need to get bigger and stronger.
Yeah. I trained this morning, but no, now I'm serious. Now I started my training. Don't know too much weight, but no, no mate, too much kilo.
Yeah.
Because
But
if
you need
have
to
a-
do much. Look at Jerry. He is big. You need to do something heavier. You need to side control him, because if he goes here, man, you're in a trouble. You
No, my
sure?
friend.
You sure that you're not in a trouble
Yeah.
if Jerry goes there? Okay. I will ask you after the match. I will ask you.
Make sure, Alex, make sure you save this video and replay it for him afterwards.
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, look at this.
Okay,
look at
okay.
this.
If I need to put the car, where I need to
My
put,
friend.
on Jerry or on you? Tell me.
Car, give me a car.
So yeah, but if I want to make me bet maybe with Devon,
Take
Levan, or
it-
somebody.
Jerry, when
What?
you will go in Istanbul, take a car and show me the list if I want to choose the car.
Take
You
a list.
understand?
No, losers don't get.
He wants to give once more to Jerry. Yeah, he wants to lose and give to Jerry.
Big car.
Big car, truck,
Yeah.
truck.
Hammer.
Over
Hammer.
the top.
The car only goes to the winner, so you don't get one.
Okay,
My
I have
guy.
a question to both of you. When after the match, both of you say that we will go and drink. I don't care who won, but yes, both of you accept that after that we go and drink. Accept or not?
Absolutely.
Drink
Yes,
with me?
with both of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it means
My-
that you will be friends after the match.
My friend, if you drink with me, you go in the hospital.
So you said you will drink more than Jerry and me, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I take the challenge.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Wine or beer? Wine or beer?
What do you like?
Vodka. Polish vodka will be.
No, vodka, no.
Okay,
I'm
whiskey.
very strong with wine and beer.
Most women are.
What?
Most women are very strong with wine and beer.
Together.
I'll make sure I bring my wife, and she'll go ahead and drink the wine contest against you.
Yeah, you will be with
Yeah.
wife of Jerry.
Bye, Jerry. Bye,
Hermes.
guys. I need to go.
Yeah, you need to go to
Hermes.
work out. You need
Hermes.
to go.
Good to see you. Love you, Hermes. Go work out, please.
I love you too, my friend. Bye, guy.
It's so nice. It's so nice. At the end, there is real respect and love for everybody. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really good. Really good. You
It's
guys
gonna
are
be a
fucking
good match. It's gonna be a real good match.
It
So
is, it
thanks
is.
you. Thank both of you guys. Thank you one more time. Thank you, Jerry. If you don't have any questions, so I think it will be good to
Yeah.
take a rest or go to work out.
Absolutely.
I'm not working out until Monday. After I
Okay.
seen Hermes, I might take another week off.
Yeah. You give some extra time for Hermes. He needs
I'm gonna have to handicap this match.
Yes, exactly.
All right, but hey,
Guys.
thank you guys for having me on. And listen, it's because of the fans that this sport is growing. So we got to make sure we thank everyone that's involved, because whether you're for me, against me, you're for Hermes, you're for me, either one, it's the sport, right? And we will make sure that this match is epic and it's going to be so much fun. But to grow this sport, we need more people. We need more involvement. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, make sure you tell your friends, make sure you tell everyone, because this is the best fucking sport in the world. And we have the best competitors. We can be best friends before, best friends after, but once we're on that table, it's a war, right? And we're going to give it the best effort that we can. So respect it. And listen, I love the comments. I love the fucking feedback. So just makes me work out harder.
So guys, you already know what to do. Do what Jerry says. Thanks to Jerry. Thank you everybody who watched us. And stay strong, stay in arm wrestling.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jerry.
Do
So much.
it.
You're a cool fucking dude. Thank you. Right. Okay, live stream ended.